Hello, my lovely, luscious Shalloners. Today I want to talk about something very important that comes up a lot. How to overcome a bad reputation. Now, the worst thing that can happen to us in life is not that someone talks bad about us or calls us a bad name or labels us as something. It's that we believe them and that we live that label. Someone might call you a slut or a fag or retard or lazy or whatever just once. But then we, as people, tend to pick up where they left off and just keep on saying it in our own heads to ourselves until, boom, we believe it. And this doesn't stop when you graduate high school or even college. You can live these labels for the rest of your life. I mean, people called me really dorky. I was. They weren't wrong. So like now I am like obsessed with being cool. It's lame, you know, I wish I could just not do that. But had I known how to undo these things at the time, I could have saved myself a lot of years of being a complete hype beast, basically. So, there's two ways. First of all, first and foremost, let's use for an example, someone calls you a slut. I don't care if someone at my age calls me a slut. To me, that just means I'm really good at one particular thing, and I am. But when you're in school and you don't get to choose your peer group, it's awful, you know. It's kind of the worst thing you can call a girl, which is so messed up and so unfair. I know. Don't even get me started. But let's use that for an example. Everyone thinks you fucked the whole lacrosse team. The worst thing you can do is feed into this and keep talking about it. If there's one thing I've learned from working in the celebrity industry for a long time, it's that the more a celebrity talks about a scandal, the bigger it gets. People have a very short attention span, especially in this day and age when there's like Twitter and breaking news and Daily Mail and BuzzFeed. There's a million different stimuli out there. So people are going to forget about your scandal pretty quickly. But if you keep bringing it up, they're not. It's gonna live and it's gonna grow. You're gonna feed the beast. Because the opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy. Same goes for a scandal. The opposite of affirmation, like yes, I fucked the whole lacrosse team, isn't like rigorous denials. It's silence. People will move on. So say someone brings it up. Say some skank out there is like, I had you fuck the whole lacrosse team. This is what you say. You're not like, no, I didn't. No. Because then it's gonna be like, oh my God, did you see her reaction? It was crazy. I know. That adds another element to the scandal. What you say is like, well, you heard wrong. Sorry. Okay. It's a denial, but it is as neutral as you can possibly get, to the point where it's silly. It seems like beneath you to even address it, but you are. You know, it has to just be like, cool. I've literally had people write about my sex life in the New York Post. That's bad. And my publicist was like, don't say anything. Don't say anything. If you have to say something, make a joke about it. But even that's going to extend the life of this. But what happens if you did fuck the whole lacrosse team? Girl, I can't blame you. Lacrosse players, I love a good lax bro. I mean, hey, if there's plenty and they're looking for someone to Snapchat, send them to me. I'd be delighted. I get so many dick pics. I don't need teenage ones. No. Anyway, so what if the rumors are true? Because that's what's hard. Like, it's frustrating, it's maddening, actually, when someone calls you something that you know isn't true. But then there's all this shame when, like, they're right, you know? Like, maybe you were kind of a hoe and you did send nudes to everyone, and now you've seen the error of your ways, thanks to my videos, and you want to move on from that. Consistency is key. This is how you beat a bad reputation. It is a marathon, it's not a sprint. You can come to school buttoned up in a nun's habit if you want. It's not going to erase the past. What will is consistent behavior to the contrary of whatever your reputation is. If you have a reputation for being a fighter and a crazy girl at a party, don't go to parties. If you do, don't drink. Don't put yourself in situations that are going to trigger a behavior that keeps the scandal alive. If you, like, are kind of a slut, and again, like, I don't even think that's a bad word, whatever. But if that's your reputation, like, don't drink at a party. Like, don't hang around a guy who's known for just hooking up with everyone. Perfect example is Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne is a beautiful girl. She is also her own worst enemy. She is unparented. That's the only word I can give her. Like, there is no one there guiding the ship, and it breaks my heart. She doesn't want to be seen as some like trashy hoe, and she gets like so offended if people think that about her. I'm like, then why are you hanging out with Scott Disick? He is a trashy hoe. That's his whole thing. It's his whole aesthetic. So don't put yourself around people who are going to be contrary to what it is you want to achieve. That might mean you have to miss some cool things. That might mean you have to leave people in the past and leave them behind. You have to do what's best for you. And again, this isn't just like, oh, because you need to be popular and it matters so much what people think. No. This is for your own mental sanity, so that you don't continue the rest of your life being like, I am a hoe, I am a slut, I fuck everyone. That's why I don't have a boyfriend. It's because I'm just a slut and everyone can see it from like the minute I step through the door. No. No. You're erasing that. And you can erase it. It takes consistency, it takes sacrifice, it takes time more than anything, and it takes you zipping the lip about whatever the scandal, the reputation, whatever it was. And don't be afraid to make friends in other environments. Why do you think people move to big cities? They want to get away from their small town reputation. They want to create their own future, their own identity. Do you know how many parts of my past I left in Irvine, California? I even left my middle name there. Like, I have a few and I dropped the ones I didn't like, you know? You can do that too, and you can do it before you move to a big city or without even doing it. Join some volunteering groups, audition for a community theater play, join clubs that are outside of school, get a new mix of people who don't know this about you, and you will see yourself in a new light, because you'll be like, you know what? I'm not defined by something that happened or didn't happen or my reputation or whatever. I am a whole different person, and my worth is not wrapped up in what the mob thinks, you know, these high school, college people. I can create my own reality and my own self, and the only person who has to like yourself is you. I know that sounds cliche, but I mean, life is long. And if you don't like yourself and if you're stuck in your head, whew, it's going to feel a lot longer. So number one, zip the lip. Don't keep bringing it up. And number two, oh, you know what? As a perfect example, did you notice that there's white stuff on my dress? It's toothpaste. Yeah, my toothpaste opened up in my bag. And if I hadn't brought it out, maybe you wouldn't have even noticed it. But now I guarantee you, all you can see is toothpaste dress. It's horrible, right? So let me be, don't learn from your own mistakes, learn from mine and my toothpastey ensemble. If you can even see it, I don't even know if it's in the frame. But if not, well, there you go. It didn't happen. I have no toothpaste dress. I don't smell like mint and fluoride at all. Not at all. So zip the lip and be consistent, and you'll be out from under this bad reputation in no time. For more, follow me on social at ShallonXO and subscribe for new videos every Friday. If you have a love question, leave them here on YouTube as a question, as a comment or a private message. Stay savage.